Alright, ready?
Yep, 3, 2, 1. 2 up.
It's clear.
Alright. Alright, let's move down towards the wall. Alright, Ghost, you got it first. Go ahead and take point, do what you gotta do.
Gonna button hook right.
Alright.
3, 2, 1.
Round your left.
So switching to left.
Alright, let's see. Flying around. Alright, I got about this much. Just go ahead and button hook left. Take that far corner.
3, 2, 1.
Pushing.
Clear. Gonna move up the doorway.
Got an open window here. Moving around it.
Tango down.
Alright, go ahead and hook right here, and I'll go around your far side.
Alright, 3, 2, 1.
Alright, I got one on me. Alright, I'm gonna go and button hook. I need somebody to take this far corner I'm staring at. Give me a tap.
Got it.
Copy.
Alright, clear. 2 coming out. Alright, I got low. Pushing up.
Put up.
Hi.
Watch corner. Alright, one in the corner is down. Red.
Yup. You
Green.
Alright, yup. You ready? I'm gonna go straight forward. You gotta cover the right. Mask right. 3, 2, 1.
Doorway left.
Oddly enough, I'm having kind of a sound glitch. I don't hear weapon report, just bullet impacts.
That's strange. They changed up the sound a little bit with the RHS update. Alright, door left. Give me a tap. I'm gonna button hook. We're gonna do the same thing. Alright, clear. 2 coming out. Mind your opening to the right.
Clearing it. Cover me.
Ghost, go ahead and clear it as well. Go ahead and clear it as well, that far back corner.
Alright.
Alright, let's see. Young, you and I going left. Yup, Ghost, right.
Yup.
Alright, let's see.
Flying left.
Yep, Young, you take deep. I'll take kind of shallow angle.
Yup. Button hook and right. Ready to go.
Let me know when you're in position to take down that far room.
Ready?
Alright, I'm going to go ahead and button hook far right. Alright, 3,
Take shallow.
2, 1, breach. Alright, go ahead and work your way around. Alright. Set up behind you.
See
Alright,
a
this
target
is-
down the hall.
Go ahead and engage.
Down.
Okay, I'm gonna button hook left.
I'll take the, I'll go right behind you.
Me and Yop's gonna go back our way.
All right, moving.
Clear.
We have an opening to the right. I'm going to start pieing it.
Wait up. Ghost, Yop, go ahead and move up and clear on your side as well. Push up parallel with us. Young, go ahead and just mine straight then. Ghost, go ahead and pie it because it's like right there for you.
Clear.
Yep, very good. Alright, got your high, Young.
Crawl space on the bottom right.
Okay, you want to drop in and clear that?
Getting it. Dead.
Good deal. Alright, Young, go ahead and post the corner there. Ghost and Yop, you guys can go ahead and move around him.
Going to go ahead and pie.
Down.
Okay, cool. Went pretty well. Alright, something good quote I heard through earlier in the week. I think it was on one of those, I don't know. Who was it? I think it was Haley Strategic actually posted something on Facebook. Somebody like that. But basically went, practice doesn't make perfect. Practice reduces imperfection. And I think that's pretty good and realistic because, you know, when shit starts to hit the fan, you know, not everything is going to get done 100% correctly, but
Right.
it'll help. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and spawn in some antis for us. Alright, red. Just going to check how many mags I have full. Alright, should be alright.
So we gotta start here.
Yeah, we'll start here, same order. And then it doesn't have to be, you know, cookie cutter just like last time. If there's, you know, anything you see could be improved from last time you did, we'll go ahead and, you know, try to run that live.
I would like to have, you know, before last week when we had someone in this corner here peeking around. I kind of like that. Who would we call on to do that?
I guess you, because you're up there.
Alrighty, I'll move into that position if we're ready.
Yep, go ahead.
Alright, moving across.
Alright, go ahead and take it straight. I'll move in on your left.
Alright, 3, 2, 1. Get to the left.
Alright, got your high. Pine around. Alright, one down. Go ahead and pie around that far corner.
Alright, going.
You call it.
Bunking left here, 3, 2, 1. It's clear.
Got the gap.
Moving up to door. Guy down that room across from us.
Alright. Okay. When you're ready, you go ahead and take it straight, and I'll go on your far side.
3, 2, 1.
Got one down. Somebody get him up. I'll pull security.
All right. I'm going to move up into the point position since everybody else is a little bit hurt except me and Yop.
I've got a flash ready to throw into this room here.
Okay, you'll flash. I'm going to button hook left.
Okay. Let me know.
Breacher ready. Flash away.
Find the hole. Go ahead.
Took some damage from that.
Good clear, good clear. Good job. Alright. Two coming out. Got point.
All right, time bleeding. Flash turn.
Oh. All right, move up to me.
I gotta patch myself up.
As soon as we clear, I'm gonna patch myself up as well. Let's clear this room. Gonna cross the hallway.
All right. You call it.
Room clear.
You guys should be good.
Need to update my controls on this.
All right, we got a room left.
Gonna cross the hallway here.
Taking care of a wound on my head.
Let me give you a full heal as well. And
Right,
let's
Ghost.
see.
I'm gonna button hook to the left. I'm
Alright.
gonna take the deep angle. You want to take a shallow angle?
Sure will.
All right. 3, 2, 1, go.
Young down.
Moving up for security.
I'm returning the
Should
favor.
have pied it instead of button hooked it.
Yeah, don't be afraid with like actual AI to, you know, take a little bit slower.
Alright. Coming up.
Come out. All right, I've got an opening. Gonna pie it. Red.
Is he still up?
Nope. Green. I'm hit, but moving on. All right, this corner's clear.
Ghost, let's push down the hall.
Bandaging a second.
Looks like your side's clear.
All right, good enough. Your side is clear at a shallow angle. All right, you guys good on that side?
You good, Young?
Blood pressure is low, but I should be all right.
All right, yup, I'm gonna go in deep on this angle, or this room.
Alright, Young. We're going button hook left.
3,
Ready?
2, 1. All right, one up. Got a partition working around.
Let me pie it off, Young.
Let us know when you're ready to breach. Fine.
All right. I'm going to go ahead and go straight to the left. We're in position over here.
Cleared off.
All right, moving in. All right, let's work around. What do you have in my corner? Anything?
I don't see anything. Looks pretty clear.
Appears to be clear this way.
All right, following straight. Got low. All right, right side, go ahead and clear off that window.
Cut. Clear.
Moving past. Right side, you got a gap. Going low. All right, pushing across. And I'm gonna post. All right, clear to the end of the hall.
Gonna push
Go
down
ahead,
the right
move.
side of the hall.
Last man. Okay. The last part of that we did, second half of that house, I'd want to say we did, well, pretty well. Things here. And, alright, so we're going to talk about a little bit of weapons and equipment. So, obviously, you know, if your primary weapon that you fight with, your carbine, is in a condition that is not operational, there are certain things you can do to remedy that. If you're, you know, dry on ammunition, red, green, obviously. What if you've got a jam? What's the shortcut for that? Shift R. So, go ahead.
When do guns actually jam on here? Because I've never had one jam.
They can jam with Ace.
Yep, and with heat especially. Yep, right there, he knows from experience. So, let me turn this off for a second. Alright, can everybody see just fine now?
Yep.
Alright, so, let's see. I want to illustrate something which is obvious, very obvious, and you guys are going to be like, no shit, no duh, but I'm going to go ahead and illustrate it anyway. Alright, go. So obviously you've got your nods on, and you can see me just fine, right?
Yep.
What about... How about now? Can you see me just fine?
Yeah, they're pretty good still.
Alright, go ahead and flip them off for a second. Can you still see me?
Pretty decently. I don't know if I'd be able to tell
Exactly.
if it's friendly or foe, though.
Well, basically, the takeaway from that is night vision is not a cloaking device. So, obviously, when you're moving around with night vision on, moving around in cover of darkness, I mean, you're going to want to be situationally aware. You can't just magically, just because you have night vision on and everything's green, just sneak past everybody like in Splinter Cell. You gotta mind your ambient lighting and gotta mind your shadows, which is a good reason that basically our weapon attachments are the PEC 15 with the flashlight combination. So, obviously IR, you can turn that on and allows you to paint your target and also to shoot from, well, the shoulder without necessarily having to be down your sights. It's pretty useful at night. We did that a lot when we were taking down that compound last week. The flashlights, you know, if you are in an area of ambient, either low light or changing light conditions, it's somewhat useful to have a flashlight. And if you guys just want to, you know, flip off the nods and kind of follow me through, we can just walk through the shoot house and you guys will see.
PEC 15 didn't spawn in.
Alright, let me grab one here.
The spotlight's on you, Aaron.
Yep.
What was the key to swap the light and the laser again?
For me, it's Control R. For you, it might be like Control C or Control L. You're on Armor 3 controls, right?
Yeah, that's what I thought, but it's not working.
Alright, if you go in your inventory and you hover over your PEC 15 combo, you should see the default shortcut for it. Alright, so yeah, you guys can relax. We're not gonna, you know, clear this like a third time tonight, but you guys kind of walk through. Yeah, let's just kind of walk through this place, and you guys can see basically just how not dark this place actually is. Like this room, for example, very well lit. You don't need night vision to, you know, clear this out. So these are, you know, typical of the environments that are, you know, that you're going to run into. Yeah. So got that guy pretty good. Now, all right, let's see. Back in this hallway here, and don't worry, not going to shoot you. But how disorientating is, you know, this going to be if it's in your face? I mean, it's a game, so probably not too bad.
That 7 lumen flashlight there.
Well, for me, it's like much brighter on my end, but yeah, probably doesn't render the light or show the light efficiently on or effectively on your guys' end. But, you know, again, in a situation, if, you know, you're getting lots of bright white light thrown at you, best thing to counter it with is bright white light. Put it back towards the target. So, it's basically what I've got to say about that. Let's see. Pec 15, obviously your illuminator. Alright, yeah, you guys get the idea with the lights on. Alright, let's go ahead and exit. And next thing we're going to do is we're going to clear the... oh, one thing I forgot. So, what's kind of annoying, right, with the flashlight and laser is that the key is all the way on the other side of the keyboard, L. Well, I was dicking around a little bit earlier and figured out a somewhat solution for it. What ideally I would like is to have like a pressure switch that I could just activate and bump for a second, but I haven't yet figured out a way to do that. The next best thing that I figured, so I mean, you see I can toggle that pretty quickly, right?
Yep.
So what I've gone ahead and done is set it to spacebar and toggle on, toggle off. Because, you know, WASD I can move, and, you know, thumb's right there on the spacebar, and realistically, you know, pressure switch on the carbine is also your left thumb button. So, logical place to put that, and since we can't jump, we can only, you know, V to vault. It shouldn't interfere with anything. So, if you guys feel like doing that, well, there you go. Remember, guys, shoot, move, communicate.
All right. 1 is breaching left. We're going to flood the room. Strong wallet.
Okay.
All right. Once again, 1 breaching left. Stack up, boys. 3, 2, 1, breach.
Ghost is down, moving far right.
I'm up. I'm hurt. Gonna patch up Ghost and then patch myself up. Ghost is hurt pretty bad.
Alright, so you got an ammo crate in the middle of the warehouse, and there's one dude behind it. He's down but not neutralized.
Right, moving up to take the point again.
He's on my mark.
Copy. Near as I can tell, left is semi-clear, but there's containers blocking my view to the far left. Gonna pie to the right.
Alright, shifting my angle.
Right is clear-ish.
That supply box, he's still moving back there, prone.
Left side is clear. Let's go ahead and enter the room.
Alright, taking number 4 position.
There's not very much ground here that's safe. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and clear the right side. We have a civilian on my mark. Okay, hostile.
Hey, Yop's down behind you in that far corner.
Copy.
Hey, I'm gonna poke wide a little bit here.
Kill him.
Civilian, my mark.
Okay, I'm gonna patch up Yop.
We're just gonna work around this angle a little bit. Alright. This little cubby hole to your right is clear. How's he looking?
1 shot to the head, 1 shot to the leg.
I'm gonna take the middle again.
Moving up the left side here.
one down center, far back. All right. So again, do we want to work both sides at a time or one side at a time?
I would say probably both, considering that we have so many angles to cover.
All right. All right, Ghost, I'm with you then. Did we check this far back corner?
Nope, we didn't.
All right. Let me check it out here. You got anything?
I do not.
All right, move it in left, cross breach.
Ready?
All right,
Start.
clear. Civvy, coming out. All right, this room should be clear as well, but pieing it off anyway.
I got your high.
All right, going low. All right, I got a room left as well if you want to kind of split it.
Alright, take this side.
All right. Shallow angle, I've got nothing.
Same.
All right, let's go ahead and pie him off. Clear.
Clear.
Good. Moving up. Same deal. For the most part, there's nothing except for the deep angle.
Alright. I don't see anything for you, but I don't see a whole lot.
All right, go ahead and pie yours. Second room here. Gonna pie it off.
Sounded pretty close.
All right, it's clear. All right, coming out. Been past an obstacle.
I see a hostile directly under one of your lasers, so be careful.
All right, nothing in the shallow. Mid. All right, gonna pie it off.
Wait.
Not dead. I really lit up his legs.
No,
All right,
they're
he's
just
down.
Really close to us.
Yep, don't mind it. We're okay. All right, how's yours look?
It's got our guys on it.
That's good.
All right, let's see. We got opening. All right, nothing. I'm gonna pie right.
You want a button hook left?
Civilian.
Left.
I'm gonna clear out the rest of it though. All right, clear. All right, our side is clear. We're gonna try to consolidate with you at this time.
Gonna reload.
Red. Oops, I shouldn't have done that at the same time. All right.
Behind you.
All right. Masking right. Let's move to the far wall. You guys got that room back there already?
Yes, we do.
All right. Okay, got nothing shallow right. All right.
Going to cross.
Okay. Sorry, say
Yeah,
that one more
fair.
time. When he was in the back corner, you should have, what?
It should have engaged him. I mean, he was, I don't know, I was on the second spot, so I was just looking for enemies directly on that right wall. And I didn't know if I really should have engaged him. Then I kind of seen him. It was like kind of too late.
If you have the opportunity to, I mean, you notice your corner was clear, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, then yes. But,
I
you know,
mean,
that's
that
all right.
first guy was to the left. He was in my area, and he nailed me instantaneously when I cleared into the room because, you know, AIs with instantaneous reaction times.
Exactly. So, I mean, especially in this case, you know, with the game, because, like, humans are going to have more of a reaction time to play with a little bit. AI, perhaps not so much, depending on their skill setting. And then, like, when you drop them in through Zeus, it's a 50% setting. That means, let's see if you guys can answer this. Every time we got into this warehouse and got ourselves shot up a little bit, why was it that happened?
Overexposure.
Okay.
Not good reaction times.
So I would say by overexposure, working of the angles. Because, alright, if one of you is just, you know, right there and stationary, for example, and I am trying to work this corner, you know, if I am, boop, out here, you can see me, you can shoot me pretty clearly, right?
Yep.
So, this is how I'm going to get shot, because I'm not effectively using cover. Like, my entire center mass is, like, hanging out in the open. But if I were to come around and tap, 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 and tap, tap, much less of me is exposed, right? So, you know, that's why I say clear out as much as you can clear out before you, you know, enter a room, and be very particular about working those angles. And don't be afraid to go a little bit slower. Like most of that time, I was literally moving at a slow kind of walking pace, because that, you know, buys you a little bit of room. You don't outrun yourself, get yourself into trouble, and you can very effectively, you know, drive the gun and cover whatever angles you need to, right?
Yeah, I'd say the dynamic entry really doesn't work that well against AIs because they're not
Exactly.
vulnerable to shock and awe. So
Yep, not unless you pair it with something a little bit more effective, like a frag and clear or a flash and clear. But yeah, exactly right. So that's why, you know, we've spent the last 2 sessions teaching this stuff. Alright, watch your eyes, guys. Gonna turn the lights back on. Right, so, alright, let's freeze for a second. Alright, so we can travel that way. And obviously, you know, anything that's further up and off to the sides, we can have pretty decent coverage of, but anything like directly in front and directly behind, not necessarily best. We are a little bit open as well. And let's see, when, everybody just hold your positions for a second. When you are moving down a street like this, best way really to do it is, or to describe it, is your point man is looking forward, looking in that direction of travel, and literally everyone behind him is trying to cover an area that isn't already covered by somebody in front of them as best as possible. That's literally about best can be said for that. So if you've got one team and you're just mainly trying to travel down the road, you know, a column like this split on both sides of the road would work decently well. That being said, alright, Ghost, let's fold in on them. Now that being said, if the task is more, we probably need to go door to door, and we need to do an in-depth, you know, search of the area, I would say it probably makes more sense for 2 teams. Alright, let's take our detachment, for example, which the layout is, you know, 2 to 3 teams, and then an HQ element, right? So one of the ways I might do it is to stack, you know, 1 team on one side of the road, 1 team on another side of the road. That way we can take whatever's on this side as far as structures, they can take care of what's on that side, and then perhaps, you know, a 3rd team and the HQ element can still basically move externally down the lanes of travel to provide security and whatnot. Alright, another obstacle here. How do we get across this corner? We got some blind or different avenues, right? Different areas of potential harm and danger.
Asking.
Well, I have one answer. I'm not sure if it's the only answer, so let's, I guess, figure it out. What I typically do in this case is have one guy basically post up, and then the other guy just crosses. Everyone else behind him just crosses. 2, 3, and 4. Yep, and then on the other side they pull security, and last person to cross goes ahead and covers it. Last man is instructed to move across. And I'll just take this gap right here. So the only challenge in that is, you know, I would say move across pretty quickly because, let's say, if I'm stuck up like right here, what can I not see that's over there?
Behind this little corner right here.
Exactly. So it might almost be more effective for me to move out a little bit further, or maybe another solution, masking, is if, let's see, Young, go ahead and come here for a sec. If you basically point straight along our direction of travel, I mean, and then I would move with you to mask by, pinching off this angle. So let me know when you're moving.
Moving.
This allows me to see, everything as I'm clearing that street to the side. And I can, engage. I could stop and engage, pop, 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 or I could just try to zip immediately to cover again and engage when I have a better, situation there. So we've got the front and we've got the sides covered. That's another option. Something I don't necessarily like doing is, you guys have seen in the old infantry manuals where a guy kind of does this.
Kind of restricts your mobility.
Yep, and exposure. See, practically it's, you would transition shoulders, or you'd, do it from a right-hand corner ideally and kind of do this. What happens every time I scoot?
Put your gun back.
Your weapon's not up.
Exactly, I'm not shouldered, I have no sight picture. You know what works just as well? Is if I use this corner, this side of the wall, to brace. Like at the range, maybe a couple of months ago, I was in the standing position with a carbine very similar to what I'm, having game, no magnification, hitting a target at 230 yards. Not consistently, but when I missed, it was inches, not, feet. And the only difference, as far as what I was doing to make my stance stable, left hand on the pole in front of me with my thumb extended out, using that as a rest. So that's just, working your terrain, working what's available around you. All right, let's see. Not really too much else I need to cover. I mean, pretty logical. Somebody's covering direction of movement, somebody's covering, up high, up low, sides, as best as we can with, 4, 5, 6 guys in a team, however many we can field in an op. Because remember, Battlefield is it's a 3-dimensional battle space, right? Yep, good.
Yep, of course.
Really the only last thing I was going to cover is advanced entry and advanced breaching. We can run a quick scenario at another time if, people have to go relatively soon, but basically the theory behind it is this. We've got, a structure over here, and usually when you have guests over, they like to knock on the front door and come in straight through the front entrance. So that's the direction everybody expects everybody to come from. But sometimes you can find alternate entrances.
Sometimes when you want to be the unexpected guest.
Right, slip in through the back door, which we love doing. So, let's say, for example, all right, what happened here? What if this was a solid wall at one point?
Explosive entry.
Yeah, explosive entry. You can breach that way. You can create your own unexpected entrance. Make a hole where you need to. Or if, another direction, you can knock it down. And when I say knock it down, I would not recommend, cranking full throttle and winding back up and slamming into it. That's how you get all the your crew injured. So what I would do in that case is slowly move up to it and just ease and nudge it over. It's pretty effective. Also, some people carry different tools on them. Some people carry, e-tools. I like to carry wire cutters because, well, concertina wire, chain link fence, it allows you to get through that as well. Maybe at some point in the future, we might run that advanced or dynamic breaching scenario, but I don't feel the need to cover it tonight. I think you guys are pretty well in tune now with, intermediate or advanced level CQB. So I'll pretty much wrap it to a close there. Let me stop my recording.